guys, so this is my first Valentine's Day look for 2017. I wanted to do something really fun that has a raspberry chocolatey look to it. If you guys want to see how I created this look, please keep on watching. Alright you guys, to start off this tutorial, I'm going to start by doing my brows, and I'm using my new brow pencil from LA Girl, and I'm just going to go in and outline the bottom part of my brow, and then I'm going to move in and outline the top part of my brow and fill it in. If you're not into filling in your brows, you definitely don't have to do it, but I love filling in my brows. I love the structure, I love the thickness, and I love how bold they look, so that's definitely a preference. So if it's not your thing, you do not have to do it, okay? So once I have my brow filled in, I'm gonna go in with the spoolie brush on the other side of this pencil, which is really great that it has a brush already attached to it, and just brush in that product and make it blend. Then I'm gonna go in with my LA Girl Pro HD concealer in the shade Fawn, and I'm just gonna go in and clean up my brow. If you're not into concealer brows, some people call it concealer brows or Instagram brows, you definitely do not have to do it. You can fill in your brows with just a pencil, do it really neat, and you're good to go. Now I'm gonna use this concealer brush, which is from Coastal Scent, and I'm gonna go in and blend out that concealer so it doesn't look super chunky and cakey under my brow, and just blend it into the skin. For the top part of my brow, I'm going to be using my foundation from LA Girl, and this one is in the shade Warm Caramel, which I'm absolutely loving, and I'm just going to use a bit of this to clean up the top part of my brow instead of using concealer, which gives the top part of your brow like a really highlighted look, which sometimes doesn't look that good. So we're just going to use our foundation shade to clean up the top and blend it into the skin. Now I'm going to use my Ready Set Brow Gel from Benefit Cosmetics, and I really love this brow gel. It really sets my brows in place, and I'm just going to use a bit of my foundation shade to the inner part of my eye area just to blend out that area right there. And then I'm going to go in and add some concealer to the outer part of my brow and just blend that in as well. And I'm also going to add some of that to my lid and just blend it in so I can have a nice even smooth canvas to work with. I'm going to go in and prime my eyelid, and I'm using my LA Girl Pro Primer in the shade Nude, and I'm just going to apply that to my lids and then blend it out using a synthetic brush. Now for my first eyeshadow, this is a single eyeshadow from Coastal Scents in the shade Oktoberfest, and I'm just gonna pop this into my transition area using this blending brush also from Coastal Scents, and I'm just gonna blend it out and make sure that color spreads out really nicely. Then I'm gonna also apply some of this to the outer V area of the eye and blend it into my transition area as well so I have a nice smooth look. Then I'm gonna go in with this beautiful shade called Chocolatier, and this kind of blending slash crease brush also from Coastal Scents, and apply this into my crease, defining my crease, making it a bit deeper and darker. I'm going for a raspberry chocolate look, so this is definitely a Valentine's Day look, so that's the look I'm going for, so that's why the colors. Now using this beautiful kind of burgundy brownish raspberry color shade, I don't even know how to sum up this color. It's called Showtime, and it's a foiled eyeshadow from Makeup Geek, and I'm just gonna apply this to my lid using a shadow brush. I'm not using a stiff brush, I'm just using a shadow brush, and it does really well with the brush. Now I'm gonna go in with this beautiful brown glitter. It's like a chocolate, deep chocolate brown glitter from OPV, and it's in the shade Dubai if I'm not mistaken. And I prime my lid with a bit of my e.l.f. glitter primer just to make the glitter stick, and I'm just gonna pat on that glitter using my finger. You can use a brush if you want to, but I prefer to use my finger for this look. Now I'm gonna go in with my NYC Liquid liner, and I'm just gonna create a nice wing liner. You can definitely skip the liner on this look, do a regular straight liner, smoke it out and keep it moving, but you guys know I love a wing liner. Alright, and that is it for my liner. Now I'm going to go in with this shadow from Coastal Scents. It's called Blackberry, and I'm going to use that same kind of blending crease brush and apply this into my outer V, just keeping it in that section, kind of concentrating it in there, and then bringing it into my crease slightly, and then blending it in with my transition color, which was Oktoberfest and Chocolatier. Okay, so we have a nice blended look in there. I'm also going to go back in with my blending brush just to smooth that out. Make sure everything looks nice and smooth. And I'm going to reapply my liner because the shadow kind of made it look dull. And I want my liner to really stand out, even though it's black, you know? Now I'm going to add some concealer under my eye area. Blend it out using a synthetic brush. This is a blending brush from It's Your Face Cosmetics. And I'm just going to blend that out. This really helps with you know, when I go ahead and do my full face, it really helps with that. I'm also going to prime under my lower lashes using my LA Girl Pro Primer in the shade Nude, and then I'm going to go in with Oktoberfest using that same crease brush and smoking out my lower lashes as well and making sure I blend this out as much as I can. Then I'm going to go in with Chocolatier with this beautiful small detailer brush, and I'm going to apply this right under my lower lashes, blending it in with Oktoberfest, and then I'm going to go in with Blackberry and apply this as close as I can to my lower lashes just to make my lower lashes appear fuller. I'm going to go back in and blend out those colors and just, you know, make it look nice and smooth and transitioned. Using that same brush, I cleaned it off. I'm using this beautiful foiled shadow from Makeup Geek called Starry Eyed. And as you guys can see, it's really bright. And I'm going to go in and add my mascara. And this is the Indecent Exposure Mascara from Smashbox, which I have been loving so much, guys. Like, I tried different mascaras, but I really like this one, especially on a no, you know, makeup day where I just want my lashes to look really bright and pop. Then I'm going to go in and use this nude pencil from Wet n Wild to line my waterline to make my eyes appear more wider and more open. And then for lashes, I'm using my Salon Perfect 615 and my Ardell 206 that I stacked and applying this on top of my lashes. If you guys are interested in the tool that I use to apply my lashes, there are links down below for you guys to check out if you like. Okay, I'm gonna go in and add my mascara to my lower lashes, and that is it for the eyes. I hope you guys like it. Alright, you guys, now for the face, I'm going to prime my face using my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, I believe it's called. I probably have that wrong. I have so many primers, it gets confusing sometimes. And then I'm going to go in with my LA Girl Pro Finish Foundation. It gives you a very natural finish. I know a lot of people don't like it because they say it's wet, but I do like it. It works really nice on my skin, and if you want it matte, you can definitely powder it up as much as you like. To apply, this is just a little quick little testing of this silicone spongy thing. I got it from OPV. They sent it to me to try out. And if you are into like natural makeup looks, like natural foundation application, you would like this. Like a bottle of foundation will probably last you a whole year. Okay, but for me, not for full coverage. It gives you a very natural finish, but if you put a lot of product on your face using this, it doesn't really push it into the skin, and it requires a brush when you're done, or a sponge to just blend it out and finish it up. So if you're into natural makeup, you will like it. If you're into full coverage, this might not be something for you. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with my Coastal Scents stippling brush to apply my foundation, and I'm using the shade Warm Caramel from LA Girl, and I'm just going to apply this all over my face and blend it out. And then to add foundation to the middle part of my brow area, I like to squeeze my brush to kind of thin it out, and then I get in between the space right there and then apply some foundation to my forehead, just a little bit because I'm going to contour my forehead anyways. Now I'm going to go in with some color correcting, which you can do before or after foundation. I'm just going to use my LA Girl Correcting Concealer in the shade Orange, and I'm just going to blend this out using my fingers on the sides of my mouth where I do have hyperpigmentation. Okay. Once I have that blended out, I'm gonna go in with a bit of foundation and go over that and cover that orangey concealer, because that's not gonna look right if we go outside with orange foundation or concealer around our mouth. That's just gonna look strange, like you've been eating hot Cheetos all day. Then I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Pro Matte Powder, and I'm going to set that area. You can use a translucent powder if you like. And then now for highlighting, I'm using my LA Girl Pro HD Concealer in the shade Fawn, as always. And I'm just going to highlight under my eye area using my same kind of feathery triangular design. Like I'm going to some type of war or something. I'm going to war with this face. I'm just kidding. But yeah, lightly highlight my Cupid's bow area, and bridge part of my nose, and my chin. I'm going to go in with a damp beauty sponge from Real Techniques, and I'm just going to start by blending out the edges of the concealer and then working my way inward, then using the side of the sponge to just kind of mesh the two colors together, the foundation and the concealer, okay? I'm also going to blend out the other side of the concealer, obviously, because that we don't want to go outside with one side not blended, because that doesn't look right. Or if that's what you're into, you can definitely go outside if that, is your thing. You can go outside and look like that if that's your thing. I don't know. I'm not judging. Now I'm going to go in with my second foundation from LA Girl. This one's called Rich Cocoa. It's a beautiful color. And I'm going to use my concealer brush that I use to clean up my brows to apply this in the areas of my face where I want to contour and add dimensions back to my face. Now I'm going to go in with my damp beauty sponge and then just blend this out. I feel as though when you blend it out with the beauty sponge, it gives it more of a natural look. You can always go back in and make it more defined if you like with a powder, or you can use concealer or foundation under your contour to make it look more sharp if you're into that look, okay? But as you guys can see, I'm using a tapping motion and just blending it, in small sections and moving it into my hairline because I don't want a gap of like light foundation in my hairline and a dark contour. It's just gonna look really strange. So I blend it into my hairline, which probably is like what my baby hair area. Just blend it in there, and that's how it's gonna look. And whatever product is left on the sponge, I apply this to my jawline, and that is it. Really, it's not anything too complicated. If you're not into contouring or something you want to try, I suggest you just start off a little at a time. Don't put a whole bunch of product on your face and do it, because you might get scared. You might say, oh my god, this is a whole bunch of product. You have to see what's best for you. So start off with a little bit of product and then work your way up, and then just find your happy place as far as the amount of stuff that you want on your face, okay? Like, I've really been into blending out my foundation and concealer and my contour with my sponge lately. Like, I don't know, it's just I've really been into it. So I'm gonna use my same sponge, the tip part of my sponge, with whatever product is on it to contour my nose. I do not want to add extra product because I don't want like a super harsh nose contour. It's not really my thing. Okay, and I'm gonna blend that out as well. And then for the under eye, I'm using my Ben 9 neutral set powder, and I'm using this little powder puff that I got from Walmart to press in the powder under my eye area and also on the bridge part of my nose to take away the shine and just to set the concealer in place. Now I'm gonna go in with my L'Oreal Pro Matte Powder in Cocoa, and I'm just gonna add this powder to my contour area just to deepen it up, and this is also going to set that foundation that I used to contour with in place and give me more of a defined look. This brush is also from Coastal Scents if you guys are interested. My link is down below in the description box. Highlight, I'm using my OPV highlight in the shade Glamorous, and I'm just going to apply that to my cheek using a blending brush from Coastal Scents. And I'm going to highlight my cheek and then go over it with my sponge to blend it out. I'm also going to add some of this to the tip part of my nose. Then I'm going to go in with my liquid lipstick from LA Splash, and I'm going to apply this to my lips. This one is called Untamed. I've had this lipstick for maybe almost a year now, I think. And I don't use it that often. I use it usually for darker looks, but I really like it. My only thing with these liquid lipsticks is they take forever to come off your lips, like forever. Okay, the trick is to just use something oily like coconut oil or shea butter and put it all over your lips and just let it sit and then take it off. Now I'm going to go in and clean up around my mouth using some of my foundation with my concealer brush, and I'm just going to blend this in with my fingers and also set it in place so it doesn't move. I'm actually using that same concealer brush to set the foundation in place using my foundation powder from L'Oreal, and this way I don't have powder all over my face. So that is it really for the final look. I'm just going to go in with some setting spray. And this will be your final look. I hope you guys enjoyed the tutorial. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit the bell button, and I'll see you very soon. Love you. Bye.